Hello and welcome to Anne's Stitch Collective. As I mentioned in the last video, which was the fly stitch video, we're going to look at a blanket stitch, which is another version really of the previous two. It's just how you work with the stitches as to how you create the effect. So a blanket stitch is a lovely one to do. This is great to create borders, again to travel around, and once you've got the basis of the stitch, again you can play with the width and the height. So let's just get going with our basic blanket stitch. So I'm going to do it as if it's a border around the edge here, and our blanket stitch, let's grab my needle, is going to start, I'm going to start it at the top. Now the blanket stitch, as it says on here, it's going to end up with a solid line with little legs that come off it, and the solid line, this is where we start. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up at the edge, and I'm going to lay this thread in the direction that I'm going in, and I'm just going to do a little stitch where we're going to go in and up, and when we come up we're going over that thread just like we did before, over that thread. Lay that in the direction that we're going in, stitch and come over that thread, lay it in the direction that we're going in, over that thread. So this is a lovely one to do, like I say, as a border. So if you've got one of my templates and you've got a hoop and you've got an edge that there's no stitching on, this can be really nice to frame the piece that you are doing. So this is our blanket stitch. Again, I would probably draw a line so that I know that I am following where I want to go with that. So that's our basic blanket stitch. So one of the other things that you can do with a blanket stitch is you can change sides. So this is a little bit, I suppose, like our feather stitch that we did. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to come in from the left, lay that in the direction that I'm going in. So the difference between the two was the feather stitch is more of a V, this is more of a right angle. It gives you the characteristic of that blanket stitch. So if we want to change sides, all we do is lay that, keep laying it in the direction that we're going in, and then just come in from the other side. Oops, sorry, we're disappearing off the screen there. So with this one you want to make sure that your needle's at a right angle to the stitch that you've laid down. And then variations that we can do on this stitch. We can make our legs really, really long. We can make them quite close together. So this is quite nice if you want to do grass, if you're doing something maybe that's plants and flowers. And then obviously you can break the rules a little bit, so you could sort of do a little bit of a diagonal. As you're coming along, you could end up doing a triple. So you've got one there, one in the middle, and one to the side. So again, it's one of those, another one of those stitches that once you've got the basics, then it's about playing with it and making it your own. So I'll just tie this off at the back, run it through the loop. Whoops. There we go. Another alternative then that you can do, I'm not going to do this on here but I will just suggest it, is obviously when we did our back stitch we did a woven and a wrapped. You've sort of got a continuous back stitch here, so if you wanted to add another stitch in you could weave another colour through here, or you could wrap a colour round there as well. Okay, so a blanket stitch, I think it's a fabulous stitch. It's a lovely one to do, and hopefully you'll have fun using it. See you soon.